Cybernation Uncensored.
Good evening, explorers, and welcome to our final episode of Flight Beyond the Veil, a Star Trek adventure. I am your humble Game Mistress Winter. You can find me at gmistresswinter, and it has been a while since we have explored these previously unexplored space. But I am excited to be back with the crew of the USS Parallax one more time. Probably turn on that audio there. So let's go ahead and reintroduce our amazing crew one last time, and then we'll roll right into it. Let's start with our brave captain, Anita.
Hello, everybody. My name is Anita, otherwise known as Panita or Critical Misses. And tonight I am playing for the last time, perhaps, our Captain Mira Drell, who is a unjoined Trill and has been thrust into command and into a situation that is maybe a little bit over her head, but she's behaving admirably. Both mine and her pronouns are she, they. And yeah, I'm excited to punch the space god in the face. Let's do it.
Absolutely. And, while it may seem like the captain didn't overhead, they are not making it apparent because they have made sure that their ship has excelled through every challenge it has been thrown into. So, kudos.
We do our best.
Yes. And the first officer, Jesse.
Hey everybody, I'm just Jessie D. My pronouns are they, she. I'm a scientist, podcaster. You can find me on Tumblr at just-jessie-d. Tonight I'm playing Lieutenant Commander Talon Sol. She's a Bajoran. She's kind of a secret lady. Yeah, a little bit. She's like, hacking in progress.
Mm.
Yeah, she likes blowing things up, sometimes accidentally. Partner in crime is to pray, so yeah.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much. And again, it has been a pleasure. I know from the first start you were like, where do I fit in? But you've absolutely filled in that first officer role just so admirably. So it's been fantastic. And not to be forgotten, our wonderful science officer, Lieutenant Tepray, excuse me.
Yes, hi. I'm Juicy Garland, Boston area drag queen and super nerd. I'm playing Science Officer Dupre, and I'm very excited to help wrap this up.
Absolutely. And supporting them all is the wonderful Dr. Manmika, Twisting Curses.
Hello, everyone. I'm Twisting Curses, only on Discord, and I'm sad and almost relieved that we're here at the end. And I'm playing Dr. Madmika, a liberated org, formerly Teray, and it has been great. I'm looking forward to this.
Wonderful. So last we left our intrepid explorers, they were on their way to punch a god, quite literally. The Fold is running an offensive on the opening in the galactic barrier between the galactic core and the rest of the galaxy. If almost all of their ships have been diverted to this one course, and the crew certainly hopes that the Federation has ample ships in wait for them on the other side. Only time will tell. But this also leaves the planet on which the patron resides vulnerable. So the crew has decided to make a run at the heart of the Fold. And last we left, they had just pulled out of warp near the planet. The juggernaut of a flagship stands between you and the planet. You have the Cytherians, a few of their best at your side. You have passed on your hobbled together technology that allows you to disrupt the Fold's signal. And they are working to integrate it into their systems so that they can use it offensively. What are your orders, Captain?
I believe our orders were to let the Cytherians engage with the capital ship while we try and do a strafing run for the planet.
Wonderful. Then, as the camera pans in to the first scene, we come into a star battle in progress.
I might have to let our poor ensign short. The captain might actually take the wheel on this one.
Ooh, okay. The silver urchin-like ships strafe ahead, charging at the giant stingray. Like, it's like you're a shark, a small sand shark amongst all of these other sea creatures that are suddenly going to war over this fiery blue planet. The urchins rush in, and there is an exchange of fire between the capital ship and the smaller Cytherian ships. Several are obliterated in the first volley. But several, especially the big ones, take only minor damage, able to return fire. This is your chance.
All right. I'm going to try and bring the ship in. I have a focus in evasive maneuvers.
Yes.
And I've got a decent amount in piloting and a lot of daring, so let's try this.
All right. Chort
Daring con?
and another ensign who is working with on the navigation side of things. Set up and wait your orders.
My job is I'm going to get Chort to look for an opening, and then I'm going to try and punch us through.
Awesome. So are you going to, you're going to use your like command ability to...
I was actually going to take the captain, like the actual pilot's chair for this specifically.
Okay. All right.
I was gonna try Daring Con.
Yes. So, in the opening chaos, the Cytherians have given you a little bit of an advantage. But this ship seems to have all kinds of weapons banks. So, without a good understanding of how or what its systems are, finding an opening is still going to be a little rough at a 3.
Okay. Got a little bit of momentum.
Yes, I did give you a little bit of a boost in momentum. So we have 4 momentum.
Okay.
Yep.
I'd like to use one of them to buy an extra die if possible.
Yes, absolutely.
And I do also have something at the beginning of a scene. I can make I have Quick Server, which allows me to get a good impression of the situation with only a moment's observation. So I'd like to ask, is there an opening that we can use to get through this?
There.
I get basically an obtain information spent for free.
Sure,
without
sure.
having to spend money. But it's only things that I can see and observe visually.
Sure. There's a bit of a timing gap between some of the Dreadnought's laser blasts that if you scooted in through one of the areas in which they've just used the weapons bank,
Okay.
you could...
We're going to get real close to those guns, but we'll do it.
Exactly.
All right. Okay, so that is a 9, an 11, and a 6 on the die.
So that's
that's
I believe,
no-
3?
That is 3, and you said it was a difficulty 3, so
Yep.
yeah, but I just made it.
Did you also roll for the ship?
Oh, would someone like to roll for the parallax?
Sure. What am I rolling?
I believe it would be our engines and engineering.
Well,
I needed a 12. I got a 14, unfortunately.
okay.
Okay, yeah, no extra from the ship.
Yeah, no extra, but still, you have enough to make it through. The ship's navigation kind of gets a little wonky, flying so close to one of those energy blasts. But
Probably getting some proximity alerts.
yeah, a little bit. Maybe get a little bit of scorching on the port shield, but you manage to dive right between laser blasts. Even as a Cytherian ship explodes overhead, rocking the vessel, the Parallax.
I'm gonna let Short take the. I think at this point the captain's like, that was too close, and is going to let Short take the pilot's seat. Like,
Yes,
maybe
Captain.
it's time I trust you a little more. Give him a pat. Bring us in.
Leaps into the chair, spins, and like all dramatically, and starts hitting. The Parallax begins to just dip and dive side to side as it's maneuvering past these blasts. I am going to throw out some threat here, though.
Okay.
Valid. That's fair.
A wash of silvery debris. It almost looks like debris begins expelling out the back of this dreadnought, and it curls up into a wave. These balls, or spheres, the best way we can describe them, are about a couple meters wide and begin to form a curtain up above or behind the ship, blocking your progress past the dreadnought. What do you want to do?
Sure. Can we punch? I'll say. I'll ask Talon if we can fire phasers on them and see if we can maybe break through. And then I'm gonna also. Yeah.
Fire an area shot for phasers?
Yeah, absolutely.
To try to make a ship-sized hole in this wave?
Yeah.
Triple assist with weapon security.
Yep, weapon security.
And what am I rolling, sorry?
Oh, sorry. Well, that's a base difficulty of... I'm going to say it's a difficulty 2. Normally it's a 1, but with the size of them and you're trying to get rid of an area of them, I'm increasing the difficulty by 1. But you personally would roll a control security.
Okay. So I have 1 success. Did the ship also succeed on 1?
The ship rolled a 20.
Oh no!
So this die is going away.
Okay, so 1 success and 1 complication.
So the complication is going to be that as the laser fire reaches the curtain, it seems to diffuse into them, and then they begin to drift forward toward the ship. And they are going to essentially make an attack. I will need a kind of maneuver from the ship, kind of an opposed roll.
Okay.
So Chort.
Short's in the pilot seat.
Yep.
And I think I'm going to say short evasive maneuvers. Can I call that out as a command?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So it'll be. I'm going to assist with my command discipline.
Okay.
So advisor says that they'll be able to re-roll 1d20.
Nice.
Presence command. Okay.
Okay. All right. So Chort. And you said reroll 1?
Yes. So it's a presence command. I rolled a 6 to assist. Short can reroll one of those dice, and with reassuring, because I used presence, if there is any complications, he can spend a momentum to negate a complication.
Gotcha.
If one shows up.
No complications, but he only got 1 success.
And then I got a success too, so that's 2.
Oh, okay. So 2. Does it usually go to attacker or defender?
It goes to. It would go to.
Yeah.
Star Trek Adventures. Let's find out.
Yeah, I gotta look at opposed rolls, yeah.
Melee opposed tasks. So if
Combat opposed.
the active party attacker wins.
So okay.
The spheres.
Yep. The spheres would make that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 2 special. So the explosions rock the parallax as several of the spheres meet the shields and explode. They are more fragmentation than energy, so their hull breaching won't really affect until they do enough damage to take out the shields, but that is 4 damage.
4 damage to the shields?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And more are coming.
Could I possibly run a scan?
Ooh, sure. What are you looking for?
I want to know what energy or force is being used to make these spheres move, or get an understanding of what they're made of. That way we can maybe calibrate our beam weapons to be more effective against them.
Oh, all right. Yeah, absolutely. For that, I'm going to say insight science or
Okay.
insight engineering. Difficulty 3.
Ooh, okay. Would deductive reasoning be an applicable focus here?
Yes.
Okay, cool. We'll see how it goes. I got 3. I got 14 and a 2.
Fantastic. So when the laser fire hit the spheres, they seem to follow we'll say the ion trail, or prototype energy trail back to the ship, almost like magnets. Definitely not magnetized, but definitely following that line of energy.
Okay. Then, yeah, I will input the data necessary and the adjustments to calibrate the phasers.
Okay. All right. Putting it in, we'll say that you create an advantage for the next round, as it were.
That reduced the difficulty on the next roll by 1?
Yep.
Awesome.
All right. So then it would be back to the other, or your ship, as far as evasive maneuvers or trying to blast them away.
I'll say... Oh, Talon, with that information, can you punch us a hole?
Sure, Captain. If this doesn't work, I have another idea. So I will try the area phaser shot again.
Okay. Right.
With the calibrations from To Prey.
Can I assist by barking orders like I do?
Yes, absolutely. Use your abilities to the fullest extent as you can.
If they're also getting closer to us, I'm gonna use a value. Never let them surround you. Does that apply to roll an automatic 1? Is that how that works?
The determination, yes. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So I've got a 1, and what's the difficulty?
Difficulty 2. Or
Okay.
no, now it's back down to difficulty 1. Yep.
Okay.
Because of
I guess I
the
didn't really
advantage.
do that, but...
Yeah.
And if it was still control security, then I have another success. So that would be 3 successes.
Fantastic. Boost up your momentum.
Does my focus in team dynamics apply?
Not.
Because I'm kind of like telling people where to go. No?
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, you're coordinating, to praise information with Talon's. Okay, yeah, I can get on board with that.
I can angle with this. If that's the case, then it's 2 successes from me with a 2.
Oh, well then you are
on my assistance.
maxed out on momentum in that case.
And then I don't think the ship gave us anything extra on the weapons security. Yeah, that's a 10. The ship rolled a 12.
Okay.
How many momentum do you have to spend to keep the turn?
I can tell you.
That is a good question.
That is
It's
an
2.
excellent question. I believe it's 2.
To keep the turn, like,
Like we get to go again.
get to go again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um,
We have not used that before.
Because we just made 2, so I figured might as well.
Keep the initiative. At the end of a PC turn, that is a 2 momentum spend.
Okay.
You pass the turn order to another ally instead of the enemy. It can be done once before an enemy must go.
I am just curious to pray if you could modify a torpedo to emit the same electric charge that those spheres followed. Perhaps we could detonate it close to the hull of the warship, and they would be attacked by their own weapons.
It is an excellent idea. I am impressed.
That's a fantastic idea. Awesome. So you, with to praise new inputs into the weapons array, instead of like a focus blast, you configure the computer to do almost like a rapid fire target fire, turning the phaser banks into almost like a Gatling gun, popping them out of the air as quickly as possible. And then we go over to Prey to modify a torpedo.
What shall I roll?
Oh, that is going to be engineering. Reason engineering.
Happily.
Difficulty 2.
Okay. I got 1. Can I please buy a reroll?
Yeah. That's how many? 2? 1?
So, sorry. If I assist you with this using my presence and security, or using my advisor talent, that means you could reroll 1d20, but unfortunately you can't. There's the only rerolls that you can buy are to reroll work on an extended task.
Oh, gotcha.
Shoot. Okay.
Unless you have daring something, then you can spend threat, right? Or you can give the GM a threat.
Yeah, and then you can reroll after you have if you have dare or bold.
Oh,
Would I
shoot.
be able to assist to make that a thing that we can do? Give them the reroll. I know I should have probably claimed it beforehand.
As you've been
I've been kind of barking orders a lot too.
barking other
That's right.
orders, yeah. I think that
It is kind of like a crazy thing to try to apply to a torpedo in the split second, so it totally makes sense to...
Success at a cost is also possible. It just gives the GM threat.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give the GM threat. That sounds fun.
Thank you.
So success at a cost it is, right?
Yup.
Do the dumb thing. Do the dumb thing. Always do the dumb thing.
That's why I'm here.
You're able to get the torpedo modified. However, the parallax is riding low along the dreadnought, so it may get some backlash from the explosions that will happen behind it. Well, assuming, oh yeah, because you rolled the 1 and then you wanted the success without it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Do we get damage for that, or shield damage?
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's reduced damage, but let's see, 1, 2 more.
How much does the other ship get?
Like Talon's just like, ah! I love that. You gotta play it like original Star Trek, just like.
Everybody's so rigid.
Oh, we want to stay in frame. Stay in frame.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that, Bray?
How much damage did the other ship take, though? Do we know?
Its shields are pretty solid still, but you can see kind of static in those shielded areas where the shield might be weakened.
Did it work? Are those spheres going
Yes.
to attack?
Yeah, they are nose diving down toward where the torpedo was. All right. The curtain of spheres has big holes in it, and big enough for the parallax to fly through. All right,
Short, punch it.
Aye, Captain. Like hits the console really hard, and the ship just like barrel rolls, or actually it's called an aileron roll through the curtain. The nacelles, as you'll notice in the readings later, the spheres started to follow the nacelles in almost like a spiral.
That would look cool.
But they do not pursue. You are through, and the burning blue planet lies ahead.
Where do you think God is hiding?
Captain, shall I scan?
Do it and see if we can get some shields back. I'll yell that to someone at the ops station to see if we can regenerate some shields.
Regenerate some shields, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a ship action we can do.
Uh,
But yes, to pray, scan that planet. Let's find out where this being is hiding.
Yes, Captain. Immediately. And yeah, I want to scan the planet to see if there's like a break in the clouds to go in, or if there's some sort of detectable energy fields.
there isn't any like planetary shield and the atmosphere, though it seems to be on fire, the planet still reads as habitable and non-threatening.
Fascinating. And is there any architecture on the planet? Any buildings?
Go ahead and give me a control science.
Okay.
To kind of scan, and you can use the ship's sensors as difficulty 3.
I have 2 successes, and then does the ship help?
I can roll for the ship. Yeah, our advanced sensor suites would also lower the difficulty
Oh, that's true.
by
So
1.
that would bring it down to 1 or 2. Excuse me.
Right, and I had 2
and-
successes, so
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And sensors plus science, I would assume, for the ship.
Yep.
That is a 6 on the die on a roll of 14. So yes, an extra success for the ship. So an extra
Heck yeah.
momentum.
Very nice.
If we have any cap space.
All right.
Are we maxed out on momentum currently?
You are at 6.
Okay.
Yep. So, the sweep takes a few very long seconds as it goes through all the whole visual spectrum, geographical, like the whole kit and caboodle, as it gets you every little bit of data that it possibly can in a very quick sweep. At the equator on the far side is a large handmade structure. Or, well, manufactured structure. There we go. That's...
Captain, I may have found the location for which we are looking. I will transfer coordinates now to the pilot.
All right. Are we bringing the whole ship down, or is the planet stable enough for a beam down?
Atmosphere was breathable, right?
Yes.
Yep. It is solid ground with breathable atmosphere, despite the appearances.
This is Shakari, right? The planet that
Yep.
I think we said last time. Can I do a quick analysis scan or whatever of the Starfleet database to see if I can get any like planetary hazard information that is on record?
Absolutely. Let's see. So that'd be control security.
Okay.
Difficulty 1.
I am rolling like garbage. No success.
You got this, I believe you.
No, I rolled a 17 and a 19.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Well,
No complications, at least.
yeah, no big
I
complications.
spelled
on that,
Shakari
so-
wrong and nothing.
It's like I could not find the page you're looking for.
Yeah, exactly. No results. in
Seems
my
you're trying
Google
to
search.
scan for a god. Would you like some help with that?
That's a little clip he pops.
He's like tapping on the screen.
Yeah, your screen kind of floods with mythology, mostly Vulcan mythology, and the stories associated with essentially the Vulcan heaven or Nirvana. I'm not exactly sure. And you'd be hard pressed to parse through it quick enough to find anything of use.
Shakari is the name.
Ah, thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm just
Thank
flooded
you,
with
Memory Alpha.
generations of data that I'm like overwhelmed. It's gonna take a while.
Okay, so
All right. We're going to make it an away party and beam down to the planet?
Yes. I was
Doctor?
presuming.
Yes,
How are
Captain.
we down there?
Everything's proceeding as planned, and I would like to join the away team. Possible.
Granted. I think I've got a few things to say to this god myself. It's the final episode. We're gonna send the entire.
oh yeah,
We're gonna send the
yeah,
entire
yeah.
team.
No,
down
no
there.
one,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
no crew left behind. Yeah.
We're sending the entire senior staff down on this away mission. We don't have time for expendables.
Some
Okay.
lieutenants getting their first shift on the bridge in the middle of an emergency situation.
So the entire senior staff's going down. Are you taking any particular precautions?
So here's the deal, gang. If we decide to roll with a higher yield payload than we normally do, like for example, if we decide to ditch the standard Type 2 phasers for a Type 3, which is like the phaser rifles, that does give the GM points of threat. anything with like the vicious quality also happens to give the GM extra points of threat. It's all up to us though, if we want to do that.
I think in terms of precautions, I would make sure that our phasers are set to blast the signal that we've identified to cancel out this god's will. Additionally, I think I would leave instructions behind on the ship, so that way, if needed, they could prep a deflector beam blast for our signal at the location we're going to. I figure that might be an important red button to have to press at some point, but that's about it.
So, perhaps we can spend some points momentum to create advantages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like one of them having a portable version of the counter signal.
I think that makes sense.
Kind of like a mobile force field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Last week, I also mentioned some bringing some like remote detonated charges, and I will personally bring a Type 2 phaser just so that because I'll probably have like a backpack on, so I want to be lighter. And what was the other thing? Oh, transport enhancers, like the little ones, not the big ones.
Pattern enhancer, so that way we can make sure that we can get off this planet if we need to.
So there's 3 of those, and they're like, I don't know, probably 1.5 feet long.
Yeah.
Jammed into my...
So it will cost us 2 points of momentum to do the opportunity spend to create that advantage. So I'm guessing we want the transport enhancers. And we also wanted the portable version of the signal jammer.
Yeah.
So that's 4 points of momentum.
Oh, it's 2 each? Okay.
Yeah, it's 2 per. So to create advantage, to create a new advantage in relation to the next scene, it is 2 points probably per. I think it is 2 points per extra thing that we want.
Might as well use them.
Okay, smoke them if we got them, and a lot of us still have determination on the board, and we can also get determination back by challenging values.
All right. So spending 4 to get the 2 advantages.
Yes.
So the senior staff arms up, essentially.
I'm just going to bring my standard Type 2 phaser. I'm not going to worry about
Like
anything too heavy duty.
Sure.
Same.
When we scanned the planet, did we also scan for life signs? Like humanoid specifically?
It was a broad range scan, so I had assumed so.
Yes. The scans would indicate that there are a number of other life signs. There is one life sign, though, that is unreadable. Like
It defies sensor analysis.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I think that's our god.
And it is
Not mine.
centered in that structure that you
Okay.
discovered. All right. So you head down, you head to the teleport pad, armed to the teeth-ish. And beam down.
Okay, here we go.
All right. When the transport buffer clears, you find yourself in a blue fog, essentially. And it is cool to the touch. And it is invasive. It doesn't touch you exactly. It kind of passes through you. And it's ethereal in nature and gives you the most uncomfortable, like a ghost passing through you. If you could imagine what a ghost passing through you is like. I don't know. The vision is limited, so keep that in mind as a trait.
Okay. To pray, Doctor, what do you make of this fog?
Does my personal scanner, if I have one, detect anything?
Yeah, we would all have a tricorder as part of the standard.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
And just from the scans you did previously, there are quite a few kind of electron particles that subsist in the atmosphere. Essentially harmless, but is definitely gonna make anyone uncomfortable.
Mostly harmless.
Mostly harmless.
Mostly.
Mostly.
Who knows what it could be used for?
All right, let's move.
You start forward. The mist, as it is, passing through you. The ground underfoot is solid, walking down a dirt and gravel road.
I would be concerned if you said it's mildly squishy.
Yeah.
That's same.
And after a few minutes of walking, you see the large shape of a structure, the silhouette of it in the distance. And this thing is so big it casts a shadow even through the mist. It's pyramid-esque, a bit of a flat top, so almost Aztecian, but
A ziggurat style?
yeah, thank you. Continue ahead.
I think
Stay
so.
close.
Okay.
Is there any life signs being picked up on the tricorder?
If you will, give me a read with...
Can I defer this to the doctor? Because I
Yes,
am
absolutely.
probably not looking for life forms.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm ready to shoot them if they're there.
Doctor, yes.
Yes.
So you're going to be scanning for life signs, so control... I'll give you medicine, because you're checking for biosigns.
And we all
Okay.
sing the song. Little life forms, little life.
Forms.
Can
I
I
forgot about
and-
that. Oh. It's been a while.
instead of the tricorder, can I use my ocular sensor
Absolutely.
as the Borg implant? Okay.
Please do.
And I might gain advantage from that.
Oh, yes. Difficulty 2. Unless
Difficulty
you have
2.
the advantage, which would knock it down to 1.
No. I do not suffer an increase in difficulty due to darkness. So,
okay. Yeah, this isn't exactly darkness. Yeah.
Yep. Oh. Am I shooting for? Is it control?
So,
Medicine?
yep.
Okay, 2. I got 2 successes.
2
I
successes.
can never tell if Twisting is
I
like
know.
happy when he says "oh" or if
It's
it's
like,
bad. So I'm
did he
like,
fail or did he...
The poker face.
Well, I wasn't sure because it was like
Yeah,
I got
that's
2
true.
12s. So
okay, yeah.
yeah.
Depending on what the skill was, yeah.
Oh,
Attribute.
so the board game plant just flares and you kind of see the green against the blue and it maybe a little bit of a sheen where it passes over.
Absolutely. As it kind of... as it scans, it's kind of like noise canceling, except it's vision canceling. So it cancels out like the ethereal like electron clouds, and you see or sense, more or less, about half a dozen individuals at the base of this ziggurat.
I don't know if anyone else has picked this up, but we're not alone here. At the base of the building, monument, there's about six individuals. I don't know that no one.
Oh no!
We should be back. Let me... Yep, okay, we're back. All right.
Hello,
Sorry about that,
we're
folks. Just a minor weird glitch in OBS, but we're back. Okay, so...
We were doing math.
yes, do math. So remember, 1 is 1 hit, or 1 damage, 2 is 2 damage, 5 is 1 damage and a special, 6 is the same. Or 5 and 6 are 1 damage and a special.
And the effects can cause injuries, or they don't really apply to people?
So the effects can cause different things to happen within your. So because we're paired with these phasers, we can use the charge property of the phaser, which if you have any effects,
That's right, charges.
you can create area, intense, piercing, or vicious. I wanted to try and do it like an area stun to knock a couple of them out.
Oh, okay. All right.
Um,
Now, does that
I have-
distribute the damage, or is that just hit multiple targets?
I think it just hits multiple targets, but let me
Okay.
double check.
So no word of a lie, I rolled 8 d6s, and I rolled only 1s, 2s, 5s, and 6s.
Nice.
Nice.
I got
Attack
2, 3,
effects.
5, 5.
Helen's a murderer.
I got a 2, a 6, and a 5 myself. Area attacks affect every creature or object in contact with the target, plus 1 additional target within close for each effect rolled.
Okay.
And so that would be for every effect rolled. So I would hit 2 extra people in addition to the 1 that I hit.
Shoo. All right. So, the captain is hitting 3 of them for how much? 3 damage?
Yes, 3 damage.
Or you said 2, 5, and 6, right? Or
Yes, 2, 5, and 6. So
that's 4.
So 4.
Yeah.
4 damage.
so 4 damage to 3. Talon, what was yours?
So I am hitting 2 people with my fire at will. talent, and I hit both of them. The first one for 9.
Whew.
I know. I rolled a 1 on everything except I rolled 1, 2. So. And then the second one I hit for 7. I rolled 2 3s. They don't count. And I rolled a 2 as well. So, yeah, Bonkers Town.
Yeah. And then
Talon's in it to win it.
To pray, what was yours again? What was your damage?
2, 5, and 5. So that's 4 damage and 2 effects.
Yep. Which, if I guess, what vicious is what extra damage or
So, let's see.
gets through resistance? No, that's piercing, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Weapons, gear, other items. Here it is.
So
Vicious
it
inflicts additional
Extra damage for every effect rolled.
Okay, so you had a 5 and a 6. So if you went vicious, you do an extra 2 damage. So that's 6.
Sorry, a 5 and a 5, a 2, 5, and 5.
Yeah,
So
same thing.
Okay, yep.
Yep.
Okay, great.
So, all right. There is a your phaser blasts rocket out from nowhere. Talon, you take down one of them straight out the gate. Headshot. Guy goes down.
Sorry,
You quickly take aim and fire a second shot, knocking the other one or the second one kind of off kilter, not down, but
Can I use one of my effects that I rolled for the second one to apply a knockdown?
Absolutely.
So it does go prone?
Yeah. He flies backwards, and lands on his back. Then To Praise goes off and does substantial stun damage to another, while the captain seems to almost ignite the electron mist as they hit one, and then it explodes outward, catching 2 others in the blast, which you did 4 damage. So they're still up, but they are still recovering from that blast. All right. Since that was an amazing stealth attack, do you want to go again?
Why, yes. As a matter of fact, I'd love to.
I would like to unarmed strike the person that fell over. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna punch him.
Oh.
Or like a phaser whip? I don't know. Will the whip stall him?
I don't know.
No, I don't want to kick him. I feel like that's excessive. I'm gonna hit him with my phaser. It's like a pistol whip, but like a phaser whip.
Okay. All right. Absolutely.
I feel like with all these dice that I rolled like a critical smite.
So especially since this is melee, the limited vision won't count. So that
okay.
won't act against you.
Cool. I got 1 success.
Okay, I think the base was 2, correct?
Yeah.
Any,
Difficulties too.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that in any combat or just because of the fog?
That's any combat. Yeah.
Do we have any momentum left?
Got so much
Though,
momentum.
I don't know. Being knocked down, does that?
I think that might increase the difficulty for being prone. Increase the difficulty for phasers, but not for melee.
Okay, so it wouldn't affect like a melee attack.
No.
Okay.
Can I spend a
But for melee, it is a daring security, not a daring
Control security?
It's an opposed task. Daring security, base difficulty of 1.
Oh, so it is 1. Okay.
Oh, well then, roll your.
Yeah. So my
Your
attribute
unarmed
for
and
control and daring are the same. So 1 success.
Yep.
6 dice.
So I rolled a 1 and a 3.
A 1 and a 3.
That's 3 successes for me for my next
Yeah.
laser shot.
So that's an extra momentum, correct?
Yeah, I've got it would be floating because we're maxed out.
Yeah,
currently.
you are maxed out.
I would like to spend that 1 for a bonus damage.
For a bonus, what? I'm sorry.
Bonus damage.
Bonus damage.
Yes.
Yeah, do it up.
So it gives me an extra 1 damage on this damage roll.
Okay.
Oh geez. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 3 5s and 1 6.
Okay, so that's 4 base.
That's 4 successes, 5 with the extra bonus, and I'm gonna do the area again to try and just get all of them in the spread. It
Sure.
would be an extra 4 dudes.
So, all 4, so 5 to 4.
Yeah.
Okay. The original 3 that you attacked hadn't quite recovered from your first shot. Now they go down. Your second blast just finishes them off, and they collapse. Then the fourth is a little shaken, but he's still up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, there's only the 2 left.
Then there's the one that Talon hit. That Talon.
Yeah, I punched him for 3 damage.
Yep. So actually, the extra one that you hit, Captain, would have been the one that T'Pray hit. So that would take him down. And what was your damage there, Talon, for?
So this guy previously took 7, and now he takes 3 from the punch.
Okay, yeah. You just like backhand with the phaser, phaser whip, and he's out. That
S in chat.
that takes care of the 6 who lay motionless on the ground, alive but motionless.
Can I scan them?
Sure. What are you looking for?
Just to see if I can find any signs of maybe what species, what level of mutation they're at, or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a control medical.
Control medicine.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Difficulty 1.
Okay. Oh, 17 and 11. So I got 1 success.
Hey, that's all you needed.
Mhm.
You scan them over. The commonality between all of them is that they are absolutely phase 5 fold. They are fully indoctrinated there.
Okay.
They run the gamut from Andoran, Romulan, Vulcan. There's even a Kardashian in there.
Do genetic scans indicate that some of them might be our missing, any missing Federation citizens?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Like the Vulcan, I guess, is the... Oh, Andoria is Federation,
Yeah,
too.
Andorian.
Yeah.
Because there were people that went missing from star bases prior to us even going on this mission.
yes. Though you'd have to compare them with the ship's database.
Beam them to the break. Let's get them home.
Yeah, I'll start setting up my my transport enhancers. Can I say that I punched the Cardassian though? Can
Yeah,
that be my
Yes.
guy?
Absolutely.
All right, cool.
And you just take an extra shot just for fun.
Just poetic justice, yeah. Oh, that's great.
awesome.
Yeah, I will set up the transport enhancers and communicate with the transport team to beam them to the brig so that they can start rehabilitation.
Okay. You did let pretty much everybody else out of the brig, correct? Yeah. Because it was just the admiral in there afterwards.
He's still in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Admiral's
Yeah,
still
the
in
rest
there.
are under observation, but
In the medical
Or
Yeah.
confined to quarters.
or confined to quarters. Yes, correct.
But we have that signal like constantly going on our ship, like on the interior. So anybody that was like stage 2 or 3 was probably like feeling better by now.
And then we also had the antigens that the doctor was using to inoculate anybody that wasn't too far along.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully the proximity to the planet doesn't re-exacerbate the problem.
I'm gonna spend stuff.
uh-oh.
No!
Captain, your comlink chirps, and Parallaxic Captain,
Go ahead, Short.
you can hear his voice on the other end, but it is so coated in static that you can't make out what he's shouting about.
Communications are going down. We need to run fast. We need to move fast. If we're gonna take this thing down, we're gonna take this down now.
Okay. Before you, there's just this opulent archway that leads to the ground level of this ziggurat. The rest of the building just kind of towers at strange angles to either side.
All right. Let's go. I'm gonna start leading the charge to take us in.
Okay. The electron mist is not as heavy in this building. Welcome. Just reverberates like it's coming through a surround sound system set up in the
Well, I take it that this is the patron we're talking to.
I have waited a long time for the chance at freedom.
Yeah, well, you're probably gonna have to wait a little longer.
Mere minutes, moments compared to a lifetime of imprisonment.
I mean, death is freedom. Are you there, God? It's me telling.
You think that you will be the ones to dispatch me?
very least, we're going to stop you. Now, enough games. Show yourself.
The large hall that you now stand in is all vaulted ceilings and arches, very reminiscent of Catholic cathedrals. And at the very back of this hall, past dozens of pillars, you can see a figure rise from a throne. And stepping forth is the Admiral.
Wait, what?
That's our threat spend. Not anymore, bitches.
It wasn't him. I wonder if we have a changeling aboard.
This, I guess, version of the Admiral that you see before you is changed, mutated beyond what you saw previously. Those red veins have completely spider-webbed across his face. His eyes are a milky white with almost an pearlescent glow to them.
How did I...
Are you ready?
How did I know?
You could surrender
Yeah,
and
we
spend
could.
your eternal life in my presence.
Gross.
Yeah. Then again, I wonder what this does.
And I do believe I did already reject the offer.
Foolish. Short-sighted. For I will conquer this pitiful galaxy once I am free. Thanks to your help.
You know, given that you are a god, the decor is a bit front door, don't you think?
Just kind of looks at you quizzically, like...
Is there any, like, technology that seems to be keeping him here? Like, is there...
Is this like an Oz the Great and Powerful situation? Is that what we're asking?
Well, I don't understand why he keeps saying free, but, like, he's just sitting in a chair, like, and we walked in the front door, so, like, why can't he just walk out?
That would be more of a question for anybody who's studied up on that Star Trek V mission.
He needs our starship.
Well, I mean, he's got starships, but more... so... Not sure how to let you try for that kind of information. Sorry, what you got, Doctor?
The doctor another scan specifically for any type of technology that's hidden inside the walls, or is the actual building itself is the prison? What is that material made of? What is it composed of?
It's going to be super difficult to figure out.
Okay.
I'm just going to tell you that. Like, it's not impossible. So I'm going to say difficulty 4.
Okay. I would like to use a determination.
Yeah. What determination? What value, or because the determination is tied to the values, correct?
Yeah.
Or the
So
mission
you would invoke
objective.
value. However, as the commanding officer, I can spend a point of determination to count any other character I communicate with a point of determination, and it doesn't have to be linked to a value.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Doctor, what has your research been able to do? Been able to find out?
Well, do I roll first or make it up and then roll?
So with determination, you'll get one die that has already rolled a 1, so you'll automatically have 2 successes, and then you can continue your roll from there.
Okay. So, I'd like to. This medicine, or is this
This is going to be science.
science? Okay.
Can I help?
Yeah.
Yes. With an insight security
Okay.
Okay.
or insight
I
command.
am-
I'll. This is kind of nebulous, so. Yeah.
So, what was mine? Insight science?
Insight science. Yeah.
Okay. So, I would like to buy one more with a momentum,
Okay.
just in
Yeah,
case.
you got plenty. So.
Okay. So, I'm rolling 3. And I'm shooting for 13.
So you already have one die that has already rolled a 1, so and then you would any extra die. So yeah, because the determination spent.
Okay.
And I rolled an 8, so that's a success to go as well.
Okay. I'm not going to take that third one because that just increases the option for a complication. We've got 3 successes. I just need one more. Ooh, a 5 and a 15. So 1 success.
All right.
Do you have any focuses that would apply to this? Because it's your medicine, right?
Yeah. No, it's science, so I don't have
Science,
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Ziggurat is not the prison. The planet itself seems to have a quantum quality to it that acts as kind of like a quantum lock in a way. The Ziggurat is a beacon. It is a kind of a radio tower. Just in its structure and its lines.
You said it was made of columns, right? And archways?
Just the hall that you're in. But there are the outside were these kind of angles and almost like deflector dishes.
I feel like it certainly collapsed the entrance with my charges, but Probably not the whole thing.
Hmm. In the very least, we have a target. If the Zetherians are capable, they will be able to beam the signal to counteract this one, which may cut
Or-
its communication off.
Can I try and subtly hail our ship?
I
I'm
mean,
just gonna tap and see if we can get something through.
give
Captain
me
to parallax.
Does it make the good noise or the bad noise?
See if it makes a good noise or the bad noise.
so you're going to speak, or like you're trying to do this?
I'm just gonna sort of turn my
sotto
back
voce
to the
kind of?
entity, and then just sort of lean in like I'm talking to Talon, and then tap my comm badge and say Captain Parallax.
Give me daring security.
Okay.
And
Can
I will kind of do
like,
this.
leaning in?
I will kind
Just
of
like I'm listening.
do this opposed here.
Can I aid by attempting to distract the entity with passive-aggressive insults?
Sure.
Would that be a... What would I roll?
Daring command, or presence command, I guess. Yeah.
Vicious mockery.
Yeah, vicious mockery. Yeah.
It's enough to distract him.
And then Talon, you wanted to help as well.
Yeah, I'm just leaning in to the captain as they speak to me. So, well, they're not speaking to me, but like make it look like they are.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
like a daring security.
Oh. I rolled a 20.
No.
Bite
I feel
off.
like I lean in and I go, "Oh, you're not talking to me." Like,
Would I be
say
able
it out loud.
to? Would I be able to angle for presence security instead?
Yeah. All right.
Okay. With presence, I can tap into reassuring, which allows you to spend a momentum to get rid of that 20.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. Do I re-roll or just roll an addition?
No, it's just one momentum to
Cancel
to ignore a
the
complication.
complication.
To cancel a complication.
Oh, so it's just a failure then, no complication.
Yeah.
Phew.
And would my focuses in linguistics and cultural studies apply to this role? Having learned
Apply to your
passive-aggression
sass?
from the humans,
Yes.
then I have 2 successes.
2 successes.
I also have 2
2
successes.
successes. All
on my
right.
initial
well,
roll.
the challenge here was for 3, so you just you made it with 1 extra.
We get that
We pan
momentum
away.
back.
As you do.
We pan away and T'Pray is just like, "Oh, well, it's funnier in Andorian."
So yeah, to pray. What kind of insults are you throwing here?
You know, it is fascinating that if you claim to be a god, why would you require a physical antenna to beam the signal that you use to control?
Oh yeah, you go straight for insulting my intelligence. Sure.
Well, it's less your intelligence than it would be your omniscience and omnipresence.
Captain, what are you trying to get through to the crew?
Any hands on the parallax? I'm gonna need you to send down an orbital bombardment on our location.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Just, and would I be able to also spend some, I know that for dramatic irony, I know that they might not be able to respond right now, but would I be able to, spend 2 momentum to create the advantage that someone on the ship heard me and would be able to follow through with that order?
Absolutely.
All right. Okay, we don't have much
Why
time.
not? Like, this is like the...
I'm gonna. This is a smoke 'em if you got 'em situation, and
Yep,
I'm
yep.
trying to get the ship to be like, all right, it's 0 hour. We're gonna try and get out of here as fast as we can, but I'm gonna need y'all to fire the pew pews on our location. You're gonna have to trust me.
Oh, that's great. Really need some like dramatic music.
And then I think it would be like a sort of on my mark kind of deal. On my mark. And then I'll turn around to our to the Admiral and say, you know what, I've considered your offer. Generous though it is. I'm afraid that we're going to have to decline. Parallax now. And pray that this worked.
All right. Your comlink sputters to life with sound. I hear you, Captain. This is Lieutenant Commander Miller. It's coming your way.
Open fire. And I'm going to...
1 minute.
All right. Let's get out of here!
All right. The wrathful god extends forth the Admiral's hand, and a bolt of lightning just explodes the ground next to you.
All right,
Unlimited
here's the
power.
deal, y'all. If it comes to it, the captain will make the heroic sacrifice. It is the season finale.
That's fair.
If
I'm gonna
everybody
kirk
can
this
give
one.
me a... So, assuming everybody's running,
Mm-hmm.
I need a fitness security, please.
This is not the captain's finest stat.
So
I would like to lay down covering fire so that folks can have a chance to escape.
Ooh, okay. All right. So, in that case, you'll roll a control security rather than...
Okay.
but
That's
not
better.
make any progress toward getting out.
No.
is he aiming at us?
Yes.
Okay.
The blast explodes the ground next to you, and shrapnel and rock just explode up into your path. But you will take 3 stress. Yes.
Okay.
Unless you have some sort of resistance. I don't know if anybody's wearing any like armor or anything.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it's all standard.
All right. So, what do we got? Fitness security?
For control security, for my phaser, my covering
Yes.
fire, I have 2 successes.
2
Just
successes?
the base.
That will hit.
All right. So that's 5 damage. Or sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage and 1 effect. I'm going to use the effect to make it. I'm going to do lethal. I'm going to declare lethal,
Okay.
which
Yep.
does give you a threat.
Yes.
And I am going to use that to increase the damage with Vicious 1, so it'll give an extra damage. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage instead.
Okay. The captain spins around, phaser in hand, cranked up to full, and lets loose a blast, which strikes the admiral in the chest, and the majority of the blast seems to diffuse across almost like a personal force field, but the sheer power put behind that charge stumbles him, and
Mira's going to yell over the shoulder, "Get out of here, I'm right behind you."
Okay. So what do we have for fitness security?
Goose egg on my part. I got a 14 and a 15.
Okay.
I have a request because
Okay.
I have a feeling I know what the captain is up to. I would like to deploy some of my charges along this entranceway to try to collapse it so that he can't chase us out while we wait for the attack from space. So,
Okay.
can I be like setting charges on like every other column as I'm running by, or I did roll the daring or the fitness security,
Yeah.
but I don't think I could do it running like full speed. So if you want me to roll something else, I totally can.
Yeah, you can sacrifice some momentum forward to slap some charges on. To that end, give me instead or daring security.
Okay.
With a difficulty, well, 1, because assuming that these are like kind of like stick-on things, like you're just like running by and
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like little squares, I think.
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Little slap charges.
Okay. So daring security.
Yep.
I got 2 successes.
Fantastic. Give you guys a bit of momentum there.
The last thing I would like to do is you know what? Never mind. That's good.
Okay. All right. So, what about you, Doctor?
1 success.
Okay. So, the Doctor, fit as he is from the board game plans and stuff, is like rocketing ahead. T'Pray and Talon are making slow progress back toward the entrance, but the captain has bought them some time.
I'm going to try and skirt to the side and keep the attention on me.
Okay, all right. He's going to let loose another bolt at the captain. And the lightning scores across one of the pillars that the captain dives behind last moment. Go ahead, Captain.
Okay. I am going to challenge a value. So that way I can... so I would like to cross out Seek the Unknowable and Learn It. So that is no longer a value that I hold.
Okay.
I will write in a new value later, but
Sure.
that will give me 1 die that has rolled a 1, and it does give me my determination back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use
Like,
I'm
screw
gonna
the
roll-
unknowable. Destroy it.
I was thinking it's more like seek out the unknowable threats and defeat them.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Shoot. That's awesome. Okay, so I don't have any focuses that like in phaser fire or anything like that, but that's still a 2 and a 4 on the die. Um,
So
and
that's
plus an extra 2 successes.
So that's 4 successes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's 4 successes. So I'm gonna roll my phasers. I'm gonna spend 1 momentum to re-roll these 2 die. Great. Awesome. Yes, absolutely. And earlier in the chat, I redeemed 5,000 channel points for dealing a critical blow.
Did you now?
I did. I absolutely did. What does that button do?
We
So
also
that's-
heard earlier from somebody that had to leave. Something pointless and random from Stinkpalm.
Yeah. Stinkpalm gave us something pointless and random.
Something pointless and random.
Oops, I also redeemed a critical injury. Oops.
Oh! Oops.
don't know
So
enough
that
points.
is 5, 6, 5, and a 2. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. With the effects, I'm going to use. I'm going to do vicious,
Okay.
which is an extra 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. 8 damage. Plus, I have an extra floating point of momentum, I think. And I'll use that to do.
Add another point for 9.
You know what? I'm gonna keep that just in case I need to get out. I need to use the momentum to get the heck out of here. All right, that's it.
Okay.
8 damage. 8 damage.
8 damage?
To punch this entity in the face with my finger.
Well, punch him in the face. You do. You're because this was another phaser blast, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Like score right in his face. Again, there's that dispersion, but because of the concentrated power, because of the location, his head like snaps back, and you can see burns that have materialized after the blast, the energy clears, and he snarls in agony and pain and anger. Yeah, he's not a...
And now I would like to run.
And now we have to run. All right. Resolve what the rest of the team does. If you want to continue running, try and get out of this place before it is destroyed. I will need another fitness security, please. If you wish to do other things, it is okay, but you may not make it out.
So I got
one
a
success.
success
1 success?
and a 20.
Uh-huh. Okay. May as well not use or start taking a whole bunch more threat because, well, actually I can. I'm going to. All right. So 1 success. You barrel forward, heading toward the entrance. You're about a little over halfway there. And that includes being clear of the ziggurat where it's going to explode. What you got, Tillin?
I got 1 success.
Okay. You put your last slap patch and book it for the entrance. Doctor?
Can I,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
when I put the last one down, can I also overload my phaser and throw that down as like the
Sure.
final ditch effort?
Yeah.
So it'll go off in like a minute or two, if it doesn't explode before then, or I push the button for the remote detonation. But like if something happens to me,
I got
that
something to
phaser
spend
will
thread on.
overload, and it will start like the chain reaction to
Sure.
explode the tunnel.
Yeah. So you hit the last slap patch, you overload your phaser and toss it kind of behind you at the pillar as you sprint for the entrance. How about you, Doctor?
Got one success.
Okay. Doctor, you have reached the entrance, and you figure you need probably 100 yards or so between you and the structure to get to a minimum safe distance.
Okay. Is that what I've just done, or I have to do that? I have to do another roll for that.
It'll be one more roll for you.
Okay.
The other two will be close behind, but they're a little ways. They haven't reached the entrance yet.
I'm gonna wait for them.
You're gonna
Make
wait for
sure-
them. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait and make sure that everybody is able to make it out,
Okay.
and yeah, I'll be right there.
All right. Very good then. The patron stalks forward toward the captain. And is going to close the distance in a few swift strides. And is going to attempt to grab you.
Okay. Is this opposed?
If grappling is opposed, then yes.
I believe it is because it's melee.
Then that would be daring security, correct?
Yes, the base difficulty is 1
Okay.
for daring security, and then we roll off and see who does better.
Okay.
That's 2 successes from me.
That was 2 from him too, as well.
And then tie goes to the aggressor.
Okay. He grabs your leg mid-stride and yanks you backward.
You have defied me for the last time.
I think that would be his action, so...
Okay.
your
yeah.
action, then.
Great. The last time? I'm just getting started. I'd like to try and double boot kick to escape and like get away.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Double punch.
So is that just an unarmed strike kind of thing? Or?
That would just be an unarmed strike
All right. And that is a
to try and break the grapple. It is difficulty 1, and yes, we roll off.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay.
I'd like to spend a momentum for an extra die, please,
Okay.
if I might.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not the best. It's only 2 successes. But no complications, at least.
You said 2 successes?
Yeah. Well, it would be... 2 successes.
Yeah. 2 successes on his part.
I'm technically the aggressor, so yeah, the tie would go to me in this case.
Okay.
And
so
then
roll your damage.
Sure. My damage is not very good for the unarmed. It's only 3. It's 2 damage for a boot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd like to, if possible, if it's okay with the group, I'd like to use a momentum for an extra minor action to try and run. I believe movement is a minor action. Yes, movement is a minor action.
Okay. Sounds good.
Do you like uppercut him, or do you hit him on the back like?
I
Stark
figured
style?
the way that my brain was imagining this is that he grabbed me by my leg. I
Oh,
will
okay.
use both legs to try and boot him off and then scramble away.
The double kick. Got it.
Yep.
Yeah, double kick.
All right. So you wrench yourself free by just kicking him straight in the chest. It doesn't do him any harm, but you get enough momentum to pull free and start back into your run.
And yeah,
Yeah.
He's gonna follow me, and he's gonna follow me into an explosion, possibly.
Yep. Yep. All right. Now, my other crew members,
Yes.
if you're still running, that is fitness security.
Mm-hmm.
While they're doing that,
To praise so thrilled to be rolling fitness security.
do I see? Can I see down hallway where we ran, or the corridor?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's
See the captain?
yes, yeah.
Okay. Can I throw that nanoprobe grenade, and just to distract him, even for a little bit, just so the captain can get a good head start? And
Currently, he's quite a ways away, so
Okay.
it will need to be an amazing throw. I'm just gonna
Okay.
say.
okay,
Doctor like
where-
takes his arm off, attaches a like hot
Yeah,
dog
right.
launcher.
So this is
T-shirt
that's
cannon.
going to be closer to a difficulty 3 control security to lob this
redeem that
thing.
critical injury.
What's that?
I did redeem that critical injury.
Yeah.
okay. Oh, drop
You
my
are gonna
dice.
mess this god up by the end of this.
That's
You got -2 to your roll. Go.
3 die.
Using up all
So
my
I-
channel points.
Is there enough momentum to buy another die, or to...
Yeah, you have 3 left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. So I need a 8, 9, 10. I need a 12. I got a 6, a 9, and a 10.
It's 3 successes.
3 successes. Mm-hmm.
Using your Borg implants, you calculate the trajectory, the amount of force you need, everything, and just Hail Mary it past to pray, past Helen, just past the captain as she's sprinting towards you. It bounces on the ground and rolls just at his feet.
Hey, can you hold that for the doctor real quick? Or just bolt.
Yes. Roll me. So the base damage is going to be. So we're going to go off of a pulse grenade. So that's 4.
Okay.
Plus whatever the critical injury thing is, or is it just like an automatic thing? from to pray?
Oh yeah, it was just automatic as
Yeah,
far as
okay.
I understand the channel redeemed.
All right, cool,
thing.
cool.
So roll 4.
Yep,
4.
roll 4.
Okay. So I got 2 effects, and then I guess a 2, and then a blank. So
4 damage.
So 4 damage plus 2 effects.
Mm-hmm.
Since you've not really had chance to test this grenade, you're not sure what the effects are.
Mm-hmm.
However, as the grenade goes off and there's this spray of, I don't know, kind of like gel, almost like medical gel that just explodes, like if you're robbing a bank and you open up and they have the dye packs, it just goes explodes. It catches him full square in the face, like the spray, and the body begins to twitch and almost like malfunction as the nano probes disrupt the possession almost, but at least make it extremely difficult to control. Yeah, so he is well stunned currently. Talon, what were you? Are you just sprinting?
Yep. 1 success to
Okay.
continue running.
All right, and to pray.
Yep, I got a 3 and a 6, so that is 2 successes.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
fantastic. I'll give you one of your momentum there. As the 2 of you break the threshold of the ziggurat and I assume keep running?
Yeah.
So we have those transport enhancers outside. Do we still have to go 100 yards to get to those?
Did you have them on your person, or did you leave all of them?
So when we tried to transport those phaser fire victims up to the parallax,
Right.
I'm not sure if that ended up working or not, but they would still be in place.
Oh, okay. So it's more
Internal.
like a triangulate thing.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay.
It makes
No,
the
it's
pattern
actually like
better.
right there in probably 10 meters away.
Perfect. Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
So as soon as everybody's in there, I will just communicate emergency transport.
Okay.
Try to get us out of there.
So the 3 of you are close enough to the transport that you can get out in the next 20 seconds or so before the torpedo hits.
Okay.
Captain. I am definitely going to be throwing some threat here.
I'm ready for it. Listen, I will let all of you know right now that if the captain if this is a character death situation, I am okay with it. I'm gonna let you know right here, right now, that I'm okay doing the stupid heroic sacrifice.
All right. The charged phaser explodes, and there's a chain reaction as the pillars in front of you begin to explode as well in this daisy chain. So in order to get through this, it's going to be a difficulty 3.
Difficulty 3.
Like
daring
fitness security, yeah.
What could I angle
Daring?
for daring? Because this
Yeah,
is
okay.
running through literal fire.
All right, yes, I will give you that. Yeah.
All right. I appreciate the leeway. I'd like to spend a momentum for an extra die, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna take the one that's been betraying me all night for the sauce. And she didn't fail me this time. That is a 3, a 6, and a 9.
Nice.
There's 3 successes. What was the difficulty? Was
3.
Difficulty 3?
Yep.
Oh, good.
So you were running through this just exploding environment. Everything is fire and shrapnel and force that almost wants to lift you off your feet and throw you against the nearest wall. But somehow you keep running, you keep putting foot to ground, and in those last 10 seconds or so.
Mechanically speaking, I think I would probably take a bunch of stress for that, at least.
Sure. Yeah. We'll say 2, 3, 3.
Okay.
All
right.
You, Talon, you've got the transporter, thing set up. You've got it on, ready to press the button, essentially. And for a moment, you lose sight of the captain as they disappear in these balls of fire. And for those few very long seconds, you're not sure if they're going to make it out. And you consider pressing that button. But then a silhouette appears as the captain just explodes out of the explosion, dives into the transporter triangle, and you hit it, beaming the 4 of you out just as the torpedo hits, and you don't get to see it, see the full thing, but the ziggurat explodes and crumbles into pieces.
Like the White House in Independence Day.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But black.
Oh, yeah, I need some explosions here.
I can run fully for you.
But thanks to Sirenscape, we have explosions.
Thanks, Landscape.
So, Captain, you end up on the floor of the transporter pad in the parallax. The rest of you standing around as the ship materializes around you.
Can I run to a sensor station?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I want to know if the broadcast has ended.
Okay. Give me a control science, and you can use the ship's sensors. So, sensors, science? Sure. Oh, and because they're using the ship sensors, it's, down 1, so difficulty 1.
What do the sensors do?
Any success on the sensor?
Oh, advanced. Advanced
just
sensor
rolled
speeds
3.
Reduce the difficulty by 1.
Oh, sorry. Okay. And I got 3 successes
Yep.
with a 1 and a 14. So, I can tell, I guess.
Yes. So, you do a quick scan, looking specifically for the signal that you've been tracking practically this entire time. The Signal is dead. You do not read it anywhere.
The prey will run right back into the transporter room. Captain, I just verified. The signal is gone.
All right, let's see if we're still under attack. Let's get up to the bridge. We'll start making our way back up to the bridge and see what exactly, get a situation report from the rest of the ship.
Once we're up there, T'Pre is going to scan the planet again for life signs to see if the anomalous life sign is still present.
Okay. The anomalous presence is still there. It's diffused somewhat, though. More across the surface of the planet rather than in a concentrated location.
Captain, I'm still detecting that anomalous life sign. We may have won the battle. We may not have yet won the war.
At the very least, we can stop them for now.
Agreed.
Seal them behind the barrier, get our people home.
Leave it up to the Zytherians to monitor this planet to make sure another beacon is never built. If we're on the bridge, could I launch a probe to just like warn people about this planet to like stay away?
Warning
like,
buoys.
Typical warning buoy, yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the Zytherians, they'll probably ignore it anyways. But
So you'll post a buoy with a message, almost like police tape, like don't cross.
Exactly. Yeah. This is a quarantine planet. Do not approach.
Okay. As far as the space battle is concerned, as you break orbit, the loss of the signal seems to have turned the tide of the battle against the dreadnought, which is taking heavy fire now and is on its way to destruction.
Hail our Zytherian friends and open a channel to that capital ship. Let's see if they're willing to surrender.
Okay. Who do you want to talk to first?
We'll let the Zytherians cease fire, and then we'll hail the capital ship.
The capital ship responds. The captain, admiral, I suppose, equivalent, is a former Klingon.
What have you done? Can't hear the patron.
Well, hopefully with a little bit of time and some treatment, you'll be back to your more honorable self.
No, we cannot survive without him.
Surrender your vessel and we can aid assistance.
You're too late, Captain. The dreadnought will explode.
and we will be forever with the patron.
Is there
That is
anything that
highly
we can do
illogical,
from our end?
Captain.
What's that?
Highly illogical.
Yep.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, Dupre would have just responded with, "That is highly illogical."
And your thoughts, Captain, or first officer? I don't know.
I might try to reach the doctor to see if he can help with a transporter lock on as many individuals as possible to the cargo bay.
That's the best place.
Because it's
probably.
like the biggest place we can secure. So yeah, I'll try to work with the doctor, I guess, to get a lock before their ship explodes. We obviously won't get everyone because there's probably hundreds of people on that ship, but we'll do our best to get. I mean, it sounds really bad, but like get as many humanoids as we recognize.
As people is people.
Yeah, people is people. Okay, I will need a control engineering difficulty 3.
And the doctor.
Be possible to try something else
Okay, go for
in
it.
that moment?
What are you trying to do?
Can I transport their?
Sorry about that, viewers. We are back again. All right.
He ejected the warp core.
So somebody
Above you.
like teleported the warp core out.
In Voyager, they did, yeah.
I
There were
mean, if the
pirates,
ship's damaged
so-
enough, we might be able to, and their shields are pretty much down. We might be able to get a log on it and shunt it out for them. Unless it's like, unless you're spending the threat to make it like a cascading failure. I mean, you got more.
Which I think I actually will.
Yeah.
'Cause-
We appreciate the drama.
It makes sense being just in a space battle that like things are just exploding, everything is failing. They're like nobody's abandoning ship because they're all in a cult.
yeah.
Yeah.
Save the people, damn the ship.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll try our best.
So yeah, control engineering. The ship can help.
And then the doctor, if he can add any medicine to this.
I'm gonna say with, because taking the teleporters being used as weapons here.
You don't have to be a willing party.
Yeah. Weapons engineering, so that will bring you up to, the ship will use weapons engineering.
Okay. Ship rolled a 5.
Okay, so that's one success. Sorry. Did I already give the thing?
I think you said control engineering, right?
Control engineering.
Yeah, but I didn't know if I did given the difficulty.
Oh no, you didn't.
3.
3.
Yeah.
So we have one already.
Yeah, we need 2 successes.
If my focus
Yeah.
in computer supplies, then I rolled 2 successes.
Okay.
Okay, so you're taking the front, Talon?
Yeah, I rolled a 3 and a 17, and
Okay.
so my engineering is 3. So if computer supplies,
I mean,
it's up to you though.
yeah, I mean, technically you are using the computer.
All right. Doctor, you can assist, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go, doctor. You got this.
I rolled a 1.
Yes.
All right.
Can we create an advantage with that? Like we get all our crew members back?
Could
Advantage to get as many people as possible.
yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
the advantage be that since we use the Federation database to look for all of these missing people, we just use that to basically cross-reference the transporters to look for any of these signs that are on there, and so we can get all of those individuals
that would
back.
have to be some quick computer thinking, but yeah, sure. All in all, you're able to retrieve. How many successes did you have, Joe?
I had 2
2,
or 5 total.
4, 5.
5.
36. A majority of them were were missing Federation individuals.
I will post a security team at the cargo bay and lock out any panels that are in there.
All right. Yeah, they're definitely going to be all piled up in the shuttle bay.
Yeah, it's a huge
Security
space.
is going to post up on the doors, and Chort will bring the ship out of explosion range as the core begins to go critical on the dreadnought, and it explodes in almost like a supernova level. I mean, small, mini nova. Just a and obliterates everything within quite a ways. All right. Now, we are going pretty long tonight, which is understandable considering that this has been a really exciting finale, and I've really been enjoying it. Let's do some wrap-ups here. So let's figure out what you want to resolve as we close out here. What questions do you have? What actions do you want to take in large part? We can do little scenes of role playing as we need to.
I think to pray once we get back into Federation space, I think Dupre is going to try to catch up with Tellen and see if we can figure out how to get prior crew back into phase before we get back to the starport.
Okay. All right. You realize you're gonna have like hundreds more people than this ship can actually.
Yes, not a long time before, just before.
Okay.
Like we sort it out, and then like 10 minutes before we get there, we bring them all back.
Okay.
How long do we travel for from Starbase Foxtrot? Was it like only a couple hours, a day or two, something like that, right?
It was like a
We
couple
made
days, I
one
think.
stop
Yeah.
for gas station sushi, if I recall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what did me in.
So, as far as travel is concerned, the Cytherians are elated with your ingenuity, your ability to succeed where they had not before. They will use their advanced abilities to speed you along, so it doesn't take as long to get places. They even consider reaching out beyond the Great Barrier again, as they have in the past, in rare occasions, but they have, and they're going to come out of their shell maybe in a century or two. but they are willing to share a little bit of their advanced technology with the crew that saved them, or really just freed them from their self-isolation.
We can open diplomatic relations.
Mm-hmm.
What else do you want to know? And we'll get to the other crew too. Yeah.
What was up with the goo planet?
Mhm.
How about that?
I mean,
What's that goo?
behind the DM screen, it was just a fun thought. Like,
was cool.
a planet made of Jello, essentially.
Mhm.
But the gelatin-like makeup of this planet has these kind of advanced medical or medicinal purposes. Can be used as almost like an omni-gel. To yeah,
Mass Effect.
yeah. There you go. We're gonna blend all the sci-fi series into each other. How about you, Captain? Anything?
Were we able to get the ghosts out of the ship?
Yeah. So
Reintegrate them?
Talon and To Pray are going to make that a mission, and maybe not like right at this moment before you cross the Great Barrier, but at some point, using the technology that the Cytherians gave you and locating another like gravitational anomaly, you are able to reverse engineer that event that kind of put them into this weird stasis. It was
that
almost like
happens-
Groundhog's Day for a long time.
It sucks.
When that happens, I will gladly give up the command to the former captain of the ship. They can have it.
Okay, all right. Which I think I actually wrote out too. Oh, because I think I noted it because you were looking through the logs. I will have to find it, but yeah, I put it in here somewhere. Oh, you know what? It's probably on my NPC page. Yeah, it's here somewhere. Anyway, so you're gonna pass on the Parallax back to its original captain. Once they and their crew have reintegrated years later, the fold, as it is, the members who were fully integrated have completely new biological makeups. Without the commanding manipulative force of the patron, they are left to kind of seek their own identity. They still have telepathic communication between members of the fold. But they are mentally free. They have their own will again, and they can choose how they want to go about it.
Listen, religious trauma is really hard to break. They're going to need a lot of therapy.
A lot of therapy. I have, in fact, my wife is from a particular cult in the West. I'm not going to name it because I know. Yeah, she was anyway. But so yeah, they will eventually go out into society. The battle that happened at the the Galactic Barrier, saw heavy
Yeah, did Starfleet actually show up?
They did. They did take heavy casualties, especially since the missing admirals codes and other classified knowledge did get used against the Federation. But Admiral Winters is still around to congratulate you and award you honors and accompanying medals for your acts of bravery and heroism, and offer you pretty much any assignment that you may want within the Federation. So if there is nothing else, that will conclude Flight Beyond the Veil.
Heck yeah. Rounds of applause, everybody. Good job.
Yay!
We did it!
We did a Star Trek.
We did a Star Trek.
Just one.
Just one
Just
single
one.
trek.
Mm-hmm.
This was so much fun.
This was an unexpected journey, at least on my part, and ultimately I'm grateful for it, and grateful for all of you. Thank you for being patient with me as I learned the system and I bungled my way through it. And thank you all for just being a creative and unstoppable force. Very, just so creative and talented, and I've appreciated working with you. Anybody have anything want to say before we close out for tonight?
This has
had
been
so
so
much
much fun. Thank you, Winter.
Mhm.
You did such a great
Yeah.
job of GMing us through this. The last couple weeks, last couple months of this little thing. Good job.
Thank you. And again, thank you for your help. Really appreciate it.
Such a cool story.
It was. Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, it's such a blast, and really, you hardly stumbling through guiding us along this train track, meandering and chaotic though it may be.
Oh, it was you definitely threw some curveballs at me, and I'm like, where do I go with this? Like, what do I do with this? But no, this was a lot of fun, and it's definitely going down as one of my top campaigns.
Heck yeah.
And I absolutely wish all of you the best in your future projects, which will give you all a chance to talk about here. In fact, why don't we do that now? Let you all talk about what's going on with you, and then I'll close it out. Let's start with Twisting Curses.
Hello, everybody. Thank you to an amazing crew, and thank you for all of your hard work, Mistress Winter. That was great. The story was fabulous and felt different, so I really enjoyed that. And as for me, I'm probably going to start GMing one of the other franchises that begins with Star. So that's where I'm headed.
Stargate.
Star.
Oh, I wish. Yeah.
Starship Troopers.
Star
go.
and
Yes.
peace.
Oh my god, so many good ones.
Yeah.
So I totally understand when you say there was a curve thrown. I was like, I've been in that situation too. Yeah. And you did great, and
Well, thank you.
everybody did great. And I remember the -2s when they counted for everybody. So I just had a great time, and I'm really thankful that I said yes. I'm gonna stick with it. So I hope to see everybody again, and have a great summer.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, Twisting. All right. How about Jesse?
Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for sticking with us this season. It was a blast. This is my first time playing Star Trek Adventures. Long time Star Trek fan, first time player. I had so much fun. You guys are all great. You're amazing, wonderful people. You can find me online at just-jesse-d on Tumblr. You'll hear my voice on some podcasts and some audio dramas coming up. I'm going to be on Tales from the Fringes of Reality, Season 2. I'm doing Magical Girls fan dub, where I get to play a magical girl, I guess.
Yes.
It's going to be so much fun. You can find me on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/justjessid, playing Divinity Original Sin 2 on, when do we play? Tuesdays. No, Wednesdays. My bad. Wednesdays at 6:30 Eastern. We play skeletons and we light stuff on fire. It's fun. I hope I can come back and do another Star Trek because I had a lot of fun. And yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Thank you. And I do have to point out that your top there is handmade and looks amazing, by the way. So
Thank you so much.
yeah,
My partner made my little badge, 3D printed it, and then I painted it.
that is
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, it looks totally legit. So yeah.
Thank you.
How about you, Juicy?
Hi, I'm Juicy Garland, a Boston area drag queen and super nerd. Sometimes you can find me performing in Boston or this weekend in New Hampshire. But online, I am on this channel Friday nights doing Cyberpunk Red and doing a short shot, not a one shot, with Winter on her channel, playing Monster Hearts 2, which in 2 weeks, correct?
Yep.
We were playing our second episode?
May 9th. Yep.
Yep. And I'm always looking for more actual plays, so I'm excited to see what comes next.
Yeah, absolutely. And but absolutely not least, the amazing Anita.
Hello, everybody. I'm Anita, or Panita, or Critical Misses. You can find me everywhere at one of those two places. I'm a ttrpg streamer, graphic designer, producer, and cat mom about the space. You can find me playing a lot of Star Trek Adventures. This week, this is game 3 of 4. Tomorrow, you can find me on my channel, Critical Misses, for The Lost Frontier. We're on episode 3, I think.
Okay.
It's kind of like a Picard season 3 kind of vibe. So we've got our olds paving the way for the new crew. It's a lot of fun. There's been a bunch of feels so far, and it's gonna be a good time. Check it out. Sundays you can find me over on Pluto Cleric's channel for a Starfinder game, which is I can't always be playing Star Trek, and on Saturdays you can also find me on my channel for Morning Ritual, which is a TTRPG talk show. This week we're talking with Craig from Nerdburger Games. Love Craig, super good dude. And then on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Central, noon PST, 8 BST. I'm on Modiphius' channel, actually playing more Star Trek. Actually, with the creators of the game. So we've got the beautiful Samantha Webb is GMing us, and it's a really fun crew. We're doing a DS9. We're doing Narendra Station, so we're doing DS9 vibes, and I play a very morally gray joined trill this time that runs the local watering hole, and might also be a criminal mastermind. Who knows? That's it. That's all. That's me.
That is so much, and kudos to you for just like keeping up with all that. But
listen, yeah. I love me one whole Star Trek Adventures. This is quickly becoming my signature system. So
yes, it's good to have a good foundation and somewhere that's comfortable. Absolutely. And yeah. I've certainly appreciated your expertise in this, because without it, I would definitely have been exposed as.
No, you did great. Are you kidding me? You're fine.
No, thank you so much. And I have been your game mistress. I am Mistress Winter. I go by at gmistresswinter on Twitter and Instagram. I run my channel, Mistress Winter's Court. I have a regular Monday night Pathfinder 2nd Edition game. The Facet, which is my own homebrew world, and that is such a great story. I really enjoy the players and the characters, and we're having a fabulous time over there. And then, yes, as Juicy mentioned, we did just start our Tabletop Tuesdays, which is an every other Tuesday game where we pick something to play, and we have a whole new crew, everything like that. And currently we are doing a 2-parter Monster Hearts game, which Monster Hearts is near and dear to my heart. I love that game, and I love creating stories through it. Beyond that, I will be in a podcast game or podcast of 10 Candles through the Tabletop Tail Spinners Network. So more to come on that. And who knows, maybe you'll even see me here again on Cybernation Uncensored. Thanks to Rob and the folks at Cybernation Uncensored for allowing me to run this and for supporting us through this whole journey. But thank you, and maybe we'll see you in the future. May your voyages be exploratory and exciting. Everybody have a good summer, and we'll see you in the stars. Have a good night.
Cybernation Uncensored.